Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Pisces and Virgo on Saturdays. Also, for those of you guys who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description below. I'm going to go ahead and take this card, but put these ones back. And just as a final reminder, I usually only take cards that jump out, even though I do see the ones that flip out in the deck. Sometimes they like to do that. And usually if I get a group that's too big, I'll put them back. But my goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. All right, Virgo, I do want to take this opportunity to remind you guys that if you enjoy the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is a really wonderful energy to be in, especially if you guys are looking for any kind of new beginning or love. But I'm certainly getting that anything that has to do with your emotional well-being or romantic or platonic relationships is really going to flourish right now. I certainly feel that with this Ace of Cups being as your overall energy, there is going to be a lot of love that's going to come in for a lot of you guys. And also I'm looking at the reading and you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles as well. So I see a lot of beginning energy. And even this World card sort of alludes to this new beginning. So we have the Seven of Cups here as your overall energy. And the Seven of Cups to me talks about this sort of dreamy, romantic, floaty kind of fantasy energy. Right? So the fact that you guys have it in reverse leads me to believe that you guys are really trying to ground yourselves right now. You guys are really trying to be sort of with both feet on the ground right now. And I feel like that's a really good energy for you guys because, you know, obviously being ground signs, being earth signs, you guys really like that sort of grounded feeling. And I think that even though this is sort of like traditionally a water card, the fact that it's in reverse gives me sort of that very earthy, groundy energy that you guys are in. And I feel like it really speaks to you right now, especially with this Star card. The Star card leads me to believe that you guys have been wishing for this sort of groundedness to come back. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in this really like daydreamy energy for far too long, and it's sort of like not where you want to be right now. And even with this Four of Swords, like it feels like you're really just trying to rest and recuperate and really get back into the swing of things. And with the Star card here, I feel like a lot of you guys might be wishing for love, especially because we have this Ace of Cups yet again. But the fact that both of these cards are together really leads me to believe that you guys are going to manifest in some kind of powerful love union or a connection of any kind. And even here with this World card, the World card to me talks about closing out a cycle. And I feel like you guys are really going through sort of your last final steps of your cycle, right? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're just tying up loose ends and you're ready for this new energy. You're ready for this breath of fresh air to come in. And as a result, you have all this fresh new energy here. It feels very much like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you might be getting some kind of new boost in health, because I'm really getting sort of like the picture of a salad, and this Ace of Pentacles to me feels very earthy and very sort of worldly. So anything that has to do with like your physical, perhaps some of you guys are getting a physical and you pass with flying colors, but I'm certainly getting that this Ace of Pentacles, as well as being material benefits and material progression, is also health. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been struggling lately, and this is sort of a message coming in that's reassuring you guys that there is health on the horizon. And I feel like that's very much connected to this Four of Swords energy, right? Because the Four of Swords talks about rest. And I feel like just from the Virgos that I have in my life, that you guys are very much go, go, go when it comes to doing things, and you don't really like to stop until you've reached that perfection point. And I feel like as of late, you've really been taking time for yourselves and time to rest and actually recharge your batteries. And as a result, that really has led you to sort of regrow a lot of that energy that you've sort of burnt off. Because I feel like in the past you weren't resting enough to really get back into the swing of things, but now that you've sort of taken all this time for yourself, you really are getting to a point where you're more able to actually move forward with what you want to do. Now, the King of Cups here is very interesting. It's very interesting because we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, and those to me are two people, right? And because they're in reverse, it leads me to believe that there's people that you might not be getting along with the best right now. And that's why they're sort of coming up in the reverse kind of energy. Because especially the Cups and the Wands, like, this is a passionate, hardworking, driven, motivated person. And this is a compassionate, loving, caring person, right? So these two people ideally would be in the upright. But the fact that they're sort of in the reverse leads me to believe that you're really experiencing a lot of those negative manifestation of the energies that these two people have to offer, right? So the King of Cups in reverse can be very overbearing, overprotective, smothering, manipulative even for a lot of you guys. And this person here, the Queen of Wands, can be very rash, extremely stubborn, headstrong, reckless, and I feel like all those qualities have really been giving you a headache. I feel like for some of you guys, these might be partners or family members or co-workers, someone that you frequent in your life, in your sort of day-to-day actions and communications. And that's why it's really sort of been this energy where you have to deal with them, and they've sort of caused an inconvenience here, an inconvenience there, or whatever. And I feel like you're really tired of it. And with this Ace of Swords, I feel like that's really going to end. Because the Ace of Swords to me talks about a new beginning in everything that has to do with mental faculties. So that's everything that's thoughts, communications. I'm getting philosophies for a lot of you guys. So I think that you guys might be doing a lot of really deep inner work right now and really deciding on what it is that you want to do in your life. But to a more extreme, I feel like this Ace of Swords can be you guys literally cutting these people off. But I feel like that's for a small portion of you. I feel like for the much larger group of you, you're starting a new line of communication, and that's putting you in a position where you're able to actually talk to these people and get your points across, and in a way that they understand and in a way that actually makes it beneficial for communication in the long run, right? And I feel like that's more of like a family or a work scenario, but like I said earlier, for those of you who are in a love scenario with these people, you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Star. So, and even just like forgetting those two energies, you have the World. So you have nothing to worry about if you're trying to reconcile or benefit in this situation, really fix or improve the communication or relationship with these people. So this energy was this reading was really all over the place energetically. But if I was to sum it up succinctly, you're going to have a lot of new, fresh energy, and that's going to be really beneficial for you. But that was your reading first time around, Virgo. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Virgo videos on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.